Well, we're doing this from the past. This is a previously recorded episode because Drewby will be on the IR here in a minute. And we're going on a different list. He's going on the non-injured, non-playing list. I don't know what we're putting Drewby on, but Drewby's going to be gone for a little bit. So we're pre-recording this ahead of time. So whenever he is out, we've got an episode for Thursday. Today's episode, we are talking about, we're just ranking things. We're doing NBA aesthetic rankings. This is Drew's idea. I'll let him walk you through it, but welcome to the Apollo NBA show. We're excited to get into it. Drewby introduced the NBA aesthetic rankings to the viewers.
Yeah, viewers. Hey to all 10 of you out there. Yeah. I love just ranking things in general. Like it's just like a great pastime of mine. Like I'll be in, long road trips. Sure. Let's rank our favorite colors. Is blue better than green? What shade of green? I don't know. What about ice cream? Ice cream?
Hard
letters of the alphabet?
Ooh, that's a good one.
People are saying Q is underrated.
Yeah.
So anyways, I just love ranking stuff in general. So my idea for this pod was like what you said, the aesthetic of every NBA team. So we have 5 categories. We have the team name, just based off of, the Brooklyn Nets, for example. You're the Nets. Like it doesn't have to do with it's where the ball goes in the hoop.
Sure.
Probably not going to be super high on the list. We have the logo. We have the mascot. Some teams don't have mascots. Guess what? You're getting dinged pretty hard for that.
Yeah.
Like the Knicks and the Lakers, at the end of this, you would be pretty high up here in our rankings. You'd probably be top 3. With no mascot, you're kind of falling. You might be falling out of the top 10.
Yeah.
We got the court, judging the courts, and then finally jerseys. So we have 5 categories overall. Mm-hmm. Me and Stone, we ranked them 1 out of 10. And then we combined our scores and averaged them out for an average score for each team. And the way we're going to do it is just run from, last place to first place.
Yep.
Keep you guys entertained. I will say there are some surprises. Like for me, that the third team is a huge surprise. I think you value them way higher than me, but we'll get to that. I also noticed on this list, you're a much harder grader than I am.
Oh, I'm tough.
You are. If you look at all of, I'd say 80% of these scores I had higher than you, and you were just like 1, 2, 4.
Oh, I'll hammer people for just so. Let's go through the categories, and I'll give you kind of how I graded them and like what went into the grade itself. So, like team name, relevance towards the city or the state that you play in, the relevance of like your history. Like I like the history stuff. I like something that actually ties into your city. Like the Denver Nuggets, for example, that's a good one. The Gold Rush, you had Golden Nuggets up there, people migrating to the West back in the day. Like that's a good one. That's a solid team name. I'm okay with that. The Brooklyn Nets, like we've already mentioned, stupid. Just too like on the nose, like kind of stupid. Like it's just dumb. Like it's lazy. Yeah. We didn't really try. So they got dinged for that. So then we go to logo. Logo, I graded on, have you changed this logo before? And did you have a better logo previously? Is your throwback logo better than what your current logo is? Or did you come back to the throwback logo? Or did you never change it at all? Because if you never changed it at all, that's kind of a plus. We're big college football fans. So like Alabama just never changing their uniforms. That's kind of, they're not the best uniforms at all.
Yeah.
But it just fits. Alabama football because of what they wear. There's the numbers on the helmets and nothing else. So that's how I kind of went with logo. Mascot, was it cool? Is it just like, is it a cool logo? Like, is it a cool mascot? Do they do cool shit? Like,
right.
That's all that really went into that one. That one's pretty simple. Court, kind of simple. It's just like, did you put any effort into it? Some teams have effort. Some people have tradition. Some people have changed their logos and their color schemes and all that kind of stuff. If it looks better, it looks better. I'm in on that. And then jerseys, we went with their base home and away jerseys, kind of average on that. We're not throwing in the hardwood classic jerseys, the city edition jerseys, or whatever like the third jersey is typically. So we're going off of basic home and away, like white versus color jersey there. And then you average out the total scores there. And that's how we came to our total scores. We're like relatively close on a handful of them, but I'm a harsh grader.
There are some, we'll get into it, but there's some that we were way off on. That'll be fun to talk about why you either liked it or disliked it, and why I either liked or disliked it. We were similar on some of them. I will say for the jerseys especially, we're going to mention this probably 100 times, but some teams really their alternate jerseys and throwback jerseys are just so much better than their current versions that
Yep.
it's like the classic minimalism of the 2020s, 2010s, where in the 90s we had color, we had pop, and we for some reason went away from that. So we'll get into
Yeah.
that. I for the team name and logo and all that, didn't do much thinking on your end with the whole historical. Like for
Yeah.
me, it's more vibes based. Whereas like
Okay.
Atlanta Hawks, like how many Hawks are in Atlanta? Probably not many, but I like the Hawks is to me a cool name. So
Okay.
yeah, so we'll get into it though.
Yeah. So we're gonna go from our 30th ranked team to our first ranked team in order. We've already mentioned this team several times. So team name, starting it off hot with the Brooklyn Nets. I gave it a 3 because I just didn't want to give it like nothing. You gave it a 1, but
I gave it a 1. I was pretty harsh on the Nets. It's just
low effort,
and I think Brooklyn, especially, you could. First of all, I'll talk about this. I like alliteration, like Los Angeles Lakers. Even though the Lakers name is also like not great, I like the L and the L.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, you can do more than Nets, man. You have a lot of culture in that city. That borough is great. The Nets is just not. You're not really symbolizing anything from that region. So yeah, super boring. Yeah. So Nets they're our 30th team.
They're also a historical team, but they're an ABA team first. So like, if you change your team name, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It's not like something like if the Celtics or the Knicks or the Lakers, someone changed their name and be like, "What for? What? Why would we do that?"
That would be terrible branding. Yeah,
but the Nets are an ABA team.
It'd be the classic HBO to HBO Max to HBO
to Max to HBO to HBO M. Yeah, it'd be tough. Next category for the Nets, though, the logo. Minimal effort. This is going to come up a lot. All right, the circle logo where it says Brooklyn Nets around it with the basketball and the B in the middle of it. This is a logo for a lot of teams in the NBA, so this is going to come up a lot. Zero effort, minimalistic style, stupid. There's no popping. When you're a black and white color scheme for the Brooklyn Nets, which I think is a great color scheme, if you do it right, your logo is just ass. Like, it's not like, look at the Raiders. They're silver and black. Great logo. They never had to change, but great logo, good uniforms, all that kind of stuff. Different sport, obviously. But yeah, I gave it a 2.1.
Yeah, I gave it a 1. Black, like you said, black goes with everything. This should not be a basketball with a B on it. There's nothing even related. There's no nets. Where's the net? If your team name is Nets, where's the net? It's just so yeah. Like you said, there are I think like 7 teams that really are essentially just a basketball with either their like just team name on top of the basketball.
It's really bad. They also get knocked because the Brooklyn Nets used to be the New Jersey Nets and maybe the New York Nets before then. They had some fucking sick uniforms back in the day, like early 90s. The Drazen Petra, whatever his name is. Yeah. Those like kind of tie-dye-ish blue and white with the red lettering and all that kind of stuff. Fire. You get knocked because you had a good logo back then. You got rid of the good logo.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Mascot.
Don't have one.
I looked it up. So they had one, I think, in the first year or two when they moved to Barclays Center in Brooklyn. It's like a Power Ranger with like a silver face like thing. Pretty stupid. So I gave it a 1 because they did have one at one point. But yeah, they don't have a mascot anymore. So yeah.
Yeah. For every team, just spoiler alert, if they don't have a mascot, and this is, I think, like Warriors, Knicks, Lakers, Nets right now. I gave you a 0. Sorry. Like that's how it is. If you want to be considered the most aesthetically pleasing team in the NBA, get a mascot. Also, it's for the kids, man. You go to a live game.
It's not hard.
They love seeing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like that's how you draw in more fans. That's how you build a community. It's entertaining at halftime. It's entertaining in between commercial breaks. It's pay somebody to do it.
It's tough. Court. I was like,
court.
It's just there's not a lot of good courts out there. So my scores are kind of just in the middle for a lot of teams because there's just not a lot of variety. So if you have a different colored court like the Brooklyn Nets do with the gray court, plus points. Still boring. They get a 5 from me.
Yeah, I I like they tried it, like you said, like there's some gray in
Yeah.
there. It's there's some shading. It's okay. I feel like previously they had like some kind of like subway
Yeah.
like intertwined in their court, and they took that
On
away.
the
That
baseline.
was pretty
Yeah.
fun. I don't know why they would get rid of that. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I think I had it. Would I have it as like
You have a 7.
a seven, which is like for me courts. I say like it's decent. Like it's again like they're trying something. It's not a basic,
Yeah.
put your logo in the middle and do whatever. They're trying, so I gave them some props for that.
Okay. Jerseys, black and white jerseys, super basic, simple.
Yeah.
However, they had sick jerseys. Early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, like good jerseys, quality stuff. With you think about that finals team with J Kidd and Vince Carter and all them, where they had the net piping on the side of the jersey on the blue
Yeah.
jerseys. Like you have to get minus points from that. You got a 4 for minimal effort.
Yeah. I gave this one a 6.5. Again, I like just black. I think black looks good. Black and white is a solid combination.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'll probably bring this up as well a few times. I'm a big fan of just like the circle around the neck. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
the jerseys with the little V on the neck. To me, it's just for me, it's a personal thing. It's personal.
Yeah.
Looks more old school when it's just like the actual jersey with just the hoop neckline and not like this kind of funky little
V-neck stinks.
yeah. I don't like why the league started going to that. So this team does have that V, so points deducted for the V.
Yeah. 3.02 average score for me, 3.1 for you, 3.06 total average score for the Nets for the 30th spot in our aesthetic rankings of the NBA teams.
By far the worst score. There are only 2 teams that ended up with a 3-point whatever,
Yeah.
and this team barely even made that threshold. They were almost in the 2s. So Nets, you got some work to do.
If I had just like gone by the current mascot thing and given them a 0, where if they had a mascot when I was alive and actually watching NBA basketball and I can remember it, they got something.
Yeah.
So that, like, if I just take that away, yeah, we're under 3 probably.
Yeah, I think so.
It's tough. Next team on our list, number 29.
Number 29.
The Washington Wizards.
It's sad that it's 2 kind of just like bottom feeder East teams in the past few years. Like it just feels like they've been on the same path for a few years now.
Yeah. Well, we both gave the team name a 1.5 because you have every historical marker at your disposal right now for team names. Washington Capitals, great. The Washington Commanders, while not as good as the previous name or even the Washington football team, at least it fits. It
does fit.
The Washington Nationals, like we have everything at our fingertips. Just go full on democracy and DC, and they just went Wizards.
Yeah,
when they were the Bullets before, Bullets, fire, change your name, deducted points.
That's what I was going to bring up is like, I don't mind the stretch and trying to make it fun and wacky and have a fun Wizards, whatever team and mascot. Yeah. First of all, we'll get to it. The logo, if your team is called the Wizards, your logo doesn't represent that at all. But yeah, the Bullets, man, the Washington Bullets, like that.
You had it already.
You had it. Don't change it. Like I know everyone anti-gun and blah blah blah. And
sure.
It's just a name for a sports team. We're not. If that's how you think that it's going to influence somebody to, purchase illegal guns and commit awful crimes, like you're probably stretching a little bit. I think it's fine to have a team called the Bullets. We both gave them a 1.5 for the team name because it's just
it just doesn't fit at all. Were we Hogwarts?
Yeah, could be. Sure. Again, I don't mind the Wizards if they made it more fun, but we'll get to the logo is just
like if we just had those baby blues and the gold and the black. Like the Gilbert Arenas days. Like, if we just still had that, and we're like, all right, you got a cool logo.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of logo, it's another circle logo with Washington Wizards in it and a basketball and the big pointy structure in Washington,
D.C.
The monument. The monument, whatever it is. Is it the Washington Monument? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've never been, so didn't know. But yeah, they have that and a star in the middle and a basketball. So 2 for effort from both of us. Actually, we're in sync in this one.
We're very in sync on this team. Yeah, it's a basketball. Nothing much to say. It's a basketball again. So sorry, 2.
Just like I don't know why we went this route in the 2010s, 2015 range. Is like everyone started going like minimalistic circle logos. Like historic teams are doing this too. Like Philadelphia 76ers. We'll get to you. Like you did the same thing.
I know.
It's a problem.
I guess they were like we have to let everyone know that we're a basketball team. When they see our logo, they have to know we're involved with basketball.
It's like what do we? The second most popular league in the world, maybe.
Yeah,
you think
definitely. Yeah,
maybe the third at worst if we're talking like UEFA Champions League, but that's a bunch of different leagues. So like I don't know. Right. Mascot G Wiz, both got a 7. Like we're lock and step on this one. They both got a 7 from us. I'm not sure what G Wiz is, but I like it.
I like the name. Like it's that's good. What I'm talking about. If you're gonna call it the Wizards and your mascot's called G Wiz, that's funny. That's good. I like that. He looks funny. He's got a funny little pointy nose.
Yeah.
He's got a funny little top hat. His eyes are bugging. I like mascots with like over the top characteristics. And this certainly has that. He's got great blue fluffy hair or fur. I don't know what he's supposed to be, but he's fun. He looks like a fun time.
He's like a mix between the Phillies mascot, the Braves mascot, and the Cookie Monster.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
That's what I gathered from it, and you know what? I liked it.
Yeah, I did too.
I'm not going to knock them down for that. So they both get a 7. So I like the quality scored there. The court, it's fine. It's a 5 for me.
Court.
If we just went the cherry blossom route, fire. I'm all in. But
yeah,
can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. The cherry blossom route. Again, it's like these courts that they should have or sometimes have, but don't want to commit to. I don't know why you don't. The sales, I'm sure the sales would be so much higher for the team as well. Like if you're
they had all of Japan buying all their shit, them and the Nationals when they did the cherry blossom jerseys for the MLB City Connect. Like, why don't we just change the logo to like that turtle from Kung Fu Panda with the cherry blossoms?
Master Shifu?
Yeah, when he
or is that was that the rat? I can't.
I don't remember. But the turtle when he like died and the cherry blossoms went in a swirl and all.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Why don't we just do that instead?
Yeah, I would be down for it. The Washington Turtles and just call them.
And then you just go straight cherry blossom route for everything because their cherry blossom stuff's way better than their normal stuff.
It is. The court though, right? They have it's just too bland. Like it's the same blue all around. Even like the trim on the outside of the court is the same as like the paint coloring, and it's like you guys can't even make that red. Like I don't know, just no effort.
So I got 5 from me, 6 from you, and then jerseys. When you have those baby blues, when you have the throwbacks of the Bullets, when you have even the gold ones, which I think you brought back this year.
Yep, they're city editions this year.
And your base ones are the red, white, and blue basic, just not good ones. You got a 2 from me.
Yeah, they have a weird stripe that's like it covers half the letters or the numbers. I don't really understand that. I gave them a 4 for the jerseys. I don't know. I like the Wizards with a basketball over the eye. That's okay, but
sure.
Yeah, just I don't know. Like again, we talked about the arenas jerseys were nice.
They were good. So 3.5 average score from me, 4.1 from you, 3.8 total for the average score for the Wizards.
Yeah,
for 29th place. Yeah. All right, 28.
Sorry, Wiz. Another East team.
Another East team. It just keeps happening. The Cleveland Cavaliers come in at 28. Team name. Like Cavaliers is good. The CC part is good. Alliteration. We're like you said, big fan of that. Doesn't make much sense. So I got a 5.1. Like it's good. It's just like I need it to tie into the city or the state in some way, shape, or form. And since I don't know where the Three Musketeers was actually written in, like I don't know what Cavaliers has to do with Cleveland. So they got a 5.1 for me.
Right. Yeah, I gave it a 6. Yeah, CC, good. Alliteration. I don't mind Cavaliers, for me, the reason this is, I think, for the reason for me that this team is so low is because I wish that they went in more of like a pirate swashbuckling direction. You know, like
Yeah.
with the Raiders, that's fun, that's cool. Buccaneers and as well,
Hmm.
like they have this kind of pirate theme. The Cavaliers, I feel like you can make that into like somewhat of a, I don't know. I think of like a Spaniard, like someone on a ship.
It's the sword. We got to go more with
Yeah,
the sword.
and it's too generic. It's just like the logo, like is the C with the sword through it. It needs more. It needs more.
And it's a shield now instead of just like the C by itself is good. The
Right.
shield, or if you just went with the sword and the C, great. Logo wise, I gave it a 3.2. The shield is bad.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
Like all you had to do was just keep the sword in the C. You didn't have to add the shield or your team name on it.
I'm also unsure of like the color scheme because I liked in the LeBron young days, they had the blue thrown in there.
But even just the burgundy jersey, the burgundy with the gold piping and everything, that was good. The white one was good with the burgundy and gold
Yeah, the white
piping.
was
Like
good, but there's
they
always
were,
some blue in there too.
yeah, the 3 jerseys they had when LeBron was a kid essentially were really good. And then we went away from that. And then we kind of came back to it second LeBron era. But then we added the black jersey, which they did when the 2016 finals in. So like historic, and I get that. The sleeve jerseys from Adidas.
Right.
Not good jerseys, by the way. I got one time. It was bad.
You bought a sleeve jersey?
Yeah, you don't remember my Joakim Noah sleeve jersey? Chicago Bulls.
No, dude. Jesus Christ. That's disgusting.
Drew remembers my jersey collection in college. It's quite the collection.
I can't believe you bought a sleeve jersey. That's crazy.
Well, it was off of like AliExpress or whatever.
Yeah, well, they all are, but
They were, yeah. Now I buy real jerseys because I have real people money. Yeah. So Cavs got 3.2 for me, 4 for you for the logo. We go on to the mascot, Moondog and Sir CC. Pick a mascot.
Yeah.
Completely docked from me because what the fuck's up with the dog? Dog's cute and all. Like, I like a dog mascot. Whoa, what is that? How? Where? I don't get it. So 1.4 for me.
Yeah, cute dog. Like
dog rules.
Yeah, I'm a dog guy, so
yeah,
I had to give him a 5. But yeah, they're in between this Moondog and Sir CC, which they unveiled I think in 2010. So pretty recent. Maybe they're trying to make that switch. I don't really know.
Feels like 16 years is plenty of times to get rid of that guy.
I agree. Yeah, if you're called the Cavaliers and you have a dog mascot, question marks is the first thing that happens. Yeah,
all around. Court, it's just it's fine. 4.3.
Court, I had a problem with. No, it wasn't this court. It was. We'll get to the Bulls, but
they had a previous court where they had just the C in the middle and they had a sword going from the top of the court to the bottom of the court through the C, like fire.
Yeah, that was great. I agree.
They don't have that anymore.
Yeah, I do like because they have the C in the middle and then they have like the Cavs inside the 3-point line.
Mm-hmm.
Some teams just do like the same logo for the middle of the court and for wherever their secondary logo is. They have the same exact one. So I did give them props for switching it up, and I do like the Cavs with the net in between the V with the basketball like that. I think that's a good design. So I gave them a 7.5. I thought that was pretty solid.
Okay, if I had gone objective and not thought about the C with the sword and throughout the entire court as like the half court line, yeah, I'd probably give it a higher score. But I just saw that and I couldn't get it out of my mind. I needed that. Jerseys, like we said, you had it right previously. You even had it right in the 80s. The blue and orange.
Yeah, blue and orange was nice.
When they brought those out for special occasions when LeBron was on the team, boy, were those good. So you got minus points for that for me. 3.5 on the jerseys for the Cavs.
Yeah, 6.5. But I feel like my 6.5 is your 3.5. That's kind of where we landed, where it's like I just grade a little bit higher than you, but it's still it's yeah, they have the V with the net. It's nice. They do have a more like hooped neck, so I like seeing that on the floor. Even their city edition is not great this year with the land, and it's like this weird creamsicle color.
It's a Utah Jazz jersey from like 3 years ago. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. I'm not. Don't love it. Don't love it. It could. It's close. I feel like it's close, but something's off. But yeah, so they're
somewhere.
The regular jerseys. No trim at all. Kind of interesting. Like, I feel like one of the rare teams where there's no trim.
AAU jersey.
Yeah. So, sorry, Cavs. Not super great to look at.
So, yeah, Cavs, you're at the 28th spot because of me. I had it at 3.5. Drew had 4.8 for an average of 4.15 for the 28th spot.
Yep. 4.15. 1, 2, 3. What's that? 4. So there's 4 teams that are in the 4s. So they're the beginning of that trend.
Yeah. And as we get deeper into this list, you'll understand that I was very objective with this list, with who I root for, and who I hate. So I want to put that out there. Next team, 27. The team that I do hate that just happened to be here, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody.
Right. But it's like, Oklahoma City could have went Tornadoes, Twisters, like anything with the Twister theme. Much better than Thunder, because Thunder, which will come right in the logo thing, is like, what are we doing? How do you logo? How do you draw Thunder? You can't. It's a noise. So Oklahoma City Thunder gets a 3 for the team name for me.
Yeah, I gave it a 7 just because I like Thunder. It sounds good. You can do a lot with like the fans and cheering and chants and get the crowd riled up. Like, it's a good starting point. So I like the name itself. But yes, moving to the logo, you gave it a 0.5. I gave it a 1 because you have a cool Thunder name. And what is this logo supposed to be?
It's a weird triangle circle of a basketball with 2 stripes in it and OKC.
It reminds me of like an airplane window with the shade halfway down. I don't know what it is.
It's like
terrible.
Like, if we had just gone Twisters, which is kind of a trigger thing maybe in Oklahoma, I don't know, but like literally anything to do with the tornado. Oklahoma City Naders, the Oklahoma City Twisters, the Oklahoma City Tornadoes. Like, you could have just went Tornadoes, Cyclones, like something. We just didn't try there. We went Thunder, which does happen a lot in OKC with the tornadoes and everything. Right. I understand that, but like, I would have rather you gone Lightning and just copied the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Tampa Bay Lightning they got it down pretty well.
And their fucking arenas, it rules, dude. They shock lightning through the crowd in the pregame shit. Like, it's fucking awesome. So OKC, 0.5 for me, like you said on the logo, and 1 from you. They do make up for it here. Rumble the Bison, great mascot.
Again, ties into the Thunder name, Rumble.
Yeah,
Rumble the Bison. I like that. I think they did get a job of coming up, because that's hard. It's like, is your mascot going to be just like a bolt of lightning? Like, that's difficult when you're named not Thunder. Right, exactly. So they did a good job of coming up with something unique.
Yeah.
I like the horns on him. I like his little snout.
He does cool shit.
He's a great mascot, I think, for the situation here you put yourself in.
7s across the board from us on the mascot Rumble the Bison. Court. You haven't changed it ever. It feels like it's been kind of the same thing the entire time. It's that light blue across the baseline, the free throws, and then it's the OKC logo in the middle. You didn't change it, so you got a 5 from me. Way to keep holding on there.
I think this might have been my lowest ranked court. If not, it's definitely like in the bottom 3. I think I gave it a 4. I don't understand how there's not. I mean, again, it's the same thing as like the Wizards, where it's like the trim outside of the court is the same color as the paint. Like, you could have thrown some orange in there. It's just like, it just looks like incredibly. The wood itself is like your typical
basic
design, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that, but if that's going to be what the wood is, you got to do more stuff outside of that. So yeah, it's just too. And even the lettering, like on the court where it says like Oklahoma City Thunder, is like the most basic font. It's like Times New Roman. Like, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah,
they can't even make
like
a fun font.
Helvetica Impact or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad. Jerseys. look, you've held strong. You came from like a really good jersey place with Seattle is kind of the problem, and you went super basic right at the beginning of like the 2010s, where things were changing, things were loud, and the colors, that's what mattered more than what the actual design was. You've held strong with that, so for that I commend you. But for the actual design, and we're in 2026 at this point, it's bad. It's just not good. It's a 2.1 for me because you had those like Native American ones a few years ago where they had the design on the side and everything, the city editions. I don't remember how long ago it was now, but like those pretty sick. Obviously in Oklahoma, you got a lot of Native American roots there, and thought that was pretty cool. And when that's your city edition and then your home and aways are just the most basic blue, orange, white, black, I can't get around on that. It's a 2.1.
Yeah. I don't remember those jerseys they're talking about, but that sounds cool.
I'll find one and send it to you real quick.
I will say, like, the color scheme is okay. Like, I don't know. When I think of Thunder, do I think of like light blue? Not really.
No,
not,
not really.
none of it. That's the thing. It's like none of this match. The teams that are in the bottom tier, none of it matches up. Like, if your name's the Thunder, and you put your mascot's a bison, but your color's baby blue, we got to have a through line. You know, there's no through line with some of these teams. It doesn't. They just. It's like they're all in separate meetings talking about a different team. That there's no actual connection.
Yeah, I just sent you the Native American ones that has like a Native American tribal print and all there and all that kind of stuff. Like those are better.
Yeah,
we tried
At
something.
least gives it something. Yeah.
Yeah. So total score for me 3.54. Pretty harsh on it, but I was very objective on the mascot. People don't like to talk about that. You gave it a 4.8. So you're kind of holding strong there. OKC at a 4.17 total score or average score.
Yeah, barely beat out the Cavs. Cavs were 4.15. OKC 4.17. So hey, we're doing the work here. We're going all the way to the hundredths on these rankings because we're trying to really narrow down who the best looking team is out there, who's got it all together. So yeah, close eke out for the OKC Thunder over the Cleveland Cavaliers.
26. The Los Angeles Clippers. You had to know they were coming.
Not where you want to be when you just did a rebrand, right? Like that was the opportunity to jump, to get up in the rankings. They just did a rebrand, and we both aren't huge fans.
I'm gonna look up a very throwback Clippers player from back in the day when they were in San Diego. I just need to see what they were wearing back then. Yeah, that rules. That fucking rules. I may have gotten my rankings wrong. I needed to go lower. For the jerseys. This is bad. Team name Clippers, which, if you're not familiar, is some type of boat,
right? I
believe. You would know that now with the new logo, which we'll get to in a sec. I gave it a 0.9 for team name.
Yeah, I gave it a 1. Again, if you're rebranding, right, you can change the name. Like, you didn't have to fit this weird nautical whatever they have going on now with inside the building.
You built the Intuit Dome with the wall. Like, could we have gone to Los Angeles Stars? Could that would have just been better?
Sure. Yeah. As generic as Star is, it would have probably been better than a Clipper.
Yeah. Clippers, like, by itself, like, if you didn't know what a Clipper was, cool name.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds good. Los Angeles Clippers.
Reminds me of getting a haircut too. There's not much to it. There's not much to it for me. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Logo, another circle logo for no reason. There is a boat in it.
There's
which helps.
A compass with the sea.
With the sea, and the boat is like a cruise ship, and that's kind of where you lost me.
Not what a Clipper is, because I'm pretty sure those are like smaller little
sail. It's like a sailboat, right?
Yeah,
it has the sails. I gave it a 1.9.
Yeah, I gave it a 5 just because, again, I want to reward some effort. You can tell Steve Ballmer hired somebody to come up with a logo. You can tell he paid some money.
Did it?
Huh?
You think it was aspiration that did it?
I don't see any trees in this logo, so maybe they did do it because there aren't any trees.
Sure.
But the sea, they got a ship, they got a compass. I understand. Again, like, if they weren't going to change the name, this is probably one of the best logos you can come up with. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I respected it and gave it a 5. You know.
So I know you're not the biggest hockey guy, but hockey places typically have like nicknames for their arena.
Mm-hmm.
Like we missed the boat. Like you had to call it some kind of ship. Like, could we have called it the Black Pearl and like just made it black outside? Like you go full on ship
Yeah,
clipper. Like we needed a nickname for it immediately. We didn't get like the Death Star in Las Vegas for the Raiders. Like looks like the
that would
Death
have been
Star.
cool. That would have
We
been
need
really cool.
we missed, Steve. You got to hit our line for the marketing next time.
Yeah.
Mascot, Chuck the Condor. Good mascot. Fits the Clipper thing. I think it's a good outfit for the mascot. I think it looks good. 7.2 for me.
Yeah. It's again, this is one of those things again where it's like, is your mascot going to be a little boat? No. So what do we come up with? And the condor,
Like they
it's
sit on top of the sails. Like it
yeah, still on top of the
fits.
sails. He's got a funny little pink face. Like
Yeah,
he looks like a little goober.
I
I
like
like
him.
his little baby blue beak. Like he's it's out there enough that it draws you in, where you're like, oh, I'm interested in this guy. I want to see what he's up to.
Yeah. While we're on the Clippers, if anyone out there has a Bill Walton Los Angeles or San Diego Clippers jersey, I need that. I'm gonna frame that and put it on my wall.
That'd be hype.
Big Bill Walton guy. Court. No, I'm good. 3.7.
You weren't impressed.
Nope.
Was I impressed? Not really. I don't want to say I hate the degree that nautical miles on it there, like the north and west on the bottom of the
Sure.
court. The I don't really know if I get what they're trying to do. I just wish they come again. This all could have been avoided if they changed it from Clippers to something else.
If you built the sickest stadium too, like that's the problem. That's what makes
Yeah,
everything worse here.
that's true. That's a good point. It's where it's like this. You have this great stadium that Bomber really wanted to make awesome. Through in the wall has this whole fan component that really messes apparently with the other team a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, not Clippers. Just change it.
Jerseys obviously went through a rebrand this past offseason. We're into the new jerseys, and they're objectively much better than what they had previously. They're better than the Chris Paul era, I believe. It is similar to the San Diego Clippers, which I just looked up with Bill Walton on them. I like the ode to that, but it's also with the new navy blue and all that kind of stuff. Like I like the way it looks. The Lamar Odom era Clippers, the Elton Brand era of Clippers, that's what I think of when I think about the Clippers, and it's closer to that with the new color scheme and everything. I can dig it. I'm fine with it. 6.2.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.5. We're pretty in lockstep on that one. I do think they took a little bit from the Lob City era because it's like cursive-y a little bit, right? With
Yeah.
the font. So that is kind of a nice nod to them. They do have like on their statement jerseys. This is cool. They have like the different flags you have for ships. So that on the siding,
Sure.
which is running down their side, which is I think why not
Okay.
have that in the mainstays. I think that would be a cool addition. They do have the circle neck. I'm tired of just like red, white, and blue teams, though. Sorry, it's
It's the most
same thing with
common color
Wizards, where
scheme.
it's just like I don't know. Can you come up with like a different one of those colors can be a different color? I don't know.
Well, at least like the Wizards, like you're in DC, like
No, that one makes sense.
You have to be red, white, and blue. The Clippers, you didn't have to be.
No, you didn't.
You have the baby blues in the docket with San Diego Clippers. Like you have those available to you. It's baby blue and red and white. Like please change the blue, but you went navy. So I give it a 3.98 overall, and you gave it a 4.8 overall for a 4.39 for 26th in the NBA.
Yep. Yeah. So pretty mid.
All right. Next team, 25th. My Dallas Mavericks. Very objective here for the most part. I think you actually scored it a lot higher than I did. In some facets, the Dallas Mavericks team name, Maverick, is a horse. It's like a wild horse and everything. We're in Texas. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a 6 from both of us.
Yeah, it's maybe we should have ranked it higher because it does fit pretty well. Maybe
Yeah,
it
it's
should have
just
been like
like
a
it
7.
doesn't. I don't know if it like rolls off the tongue is kind of the issue. Like it's
Yeah, I
fine. I think
mean,
it
Mavs
works.
sounds good. Mavericks, I don't know. I think it's fine. Like I think we maybe should have given this a 7, considering it does fit Dallas pretty well.
Yeah,
But like you said, it's not doesn't really invite you in.
right. And it wasn't like too on the nose either, which I appreciate. Like Mavericks is a type of wild horse. Like he
Mm-hmm.
had to actually think about that. So I'm in on that. Logo. You cannot convince me. Like you had the perfect logo, the M with the basketball behind it and the cowboy hat on it. You have the perfect logo.
I know. You talk about that. You talk about how much you missed that, because that's
I just
upsetting.
miss like throwback logos in general, like all of my
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
So they got a 1.9 from me, 1.9.
Yeah, 3 for me. Oh, I'm in the same group where it's like yeah. I don't know where'd the hat go. Like, we try to make it into this half horse, half basketball. We
At
don't
least
need
there's
the
more shit
basketball,
around it. You
you
know, there's
know?
the M behind it with Mavericks underneath. Like
I
at least they
know.
put more things around it, but otherwise, yeah, no, it's a no for me, dog.
We just don't need the basketball. Just make a cool horse logo. You know, like we get it. We get
Mhm.
your basketball team.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in the court, though. I will have a mention about the logo there. Mascot, Champ and Mazman. You have 2 mascots, so you get deducted points there. Champ is a good mascot. It's a horse. Looks like a horse. It's blue. Like, yeah, I'm in on that. Mazman, kind of weird. He's a man with a basketball head, basketball skin. I don't know what's wrong with that, but I like it. So like plus points there. So
Oh,
6.1. That was a plus
interesting.
points because it's like so not at all what you should have as the mascot, and I like that for whatever reason. 6.1 for me.
Right. I compared it to the Cavs, who also have 2 mascots, and I gave them a
Yes.
5. I gave the Mavs a 5.5, just because I
Mhm.
think I like the horse a little bit more than Moondog.
Yeah.
Champ specifically. Sorry, don't want to
Yeah.
hurt your
Champ works.
feelings. Yeah, Champ is cool. Great shade of blue.
Mhm.
Like the little, green mohawk. He's
Yeah.
nice.
He's good.
The blue man group guy. Not really sure what that
Yeah.
one's about.
It is like the Blue Man Group if they painted a basketball on him
Yeah.
instead of blue
Yeah.
with some
So,
sunglasses.
yeah, I gave him a 5.5.
Yeah. So Dallas Mavericks court, they had the perfect court like 2 years ago.
I
That
see
Luka,
you knocked this court too hard, I think.
the Luka 23-24 finals trip court was perfect. It was gray, the transparent background or the transparent logo in the middle where it was just the navy part of the Mavericks. Like that was perfect to me. And then they have all the names of every single Maverick that's ever played for the Maverick on the baseline, the MFFL or whatever. Like I thought
Mm-hmm.
that was the perfect court, and you changed it. And that like you went to a lighter shade of brown instead of the gray court. I love a gray court when done correctly. I thought the Mavs had it nailed down for that 24 finals team. It's a 5.5 because they changed it from that one. They had the perfect one, and I have to dock them because they had the perfect one already. It's a good court, but I docked them multiples of points because it was perfect.
I know. I get what you're saying. You're upset, but you got to understand, just having the Dirk silhouette on your court.
But they don't have that all the time.
They haven't for their mainstay they do. I mean, for the classic, obviously.
Yeah,
I think it's
the
not
classic court's
always
so good, dude. It's like unbelievable.
the green basketball with the blue M and
I was
a
looking at
cowboy
it the
hat.
other night because
Yeah.
they played against the Lakers the other night, and it was just it. I don't care that they lose games in that uniform or anything. That's the
Yeah.
perfect uniform. It's the perfect court, and you choose to go with this modern 2000 era. Like when Dirk retired, we should have retired the logo and the jerseys and just completely rebranded and either gone back to the 80s era of Mavs or you find a new one. That's what should have happened. Dirk and that logo and everything should have went away with Dirk when you hung that jersey in the rafters.
I wonder if y'all are going to rebrand now with, like, obviously, Luka's gone, Coop's coming in. If it's like, all right,
The new
Coop's our
owner.
guy now, and we're going to rebrand around him. I wonder if that's coming.
I don't hate the black jerseys, which we're about to talk about jerseys, the city edition this year, which
Yeah.
was just a complete ripoff of the 2019 ones, which is the white and the gold, which I thought were terrible. The black ones with the blue and the gray, pretty solid with the Pegasus wings on the side, like makes it much better than the white and the gold ones.
Right.
However, we're going off of the home like the icon and association ones, the whites and the blues, and they're bad.
Ugh.
V-neck. Like that was the Dirk jersey. You have to retire the Dirk jersey. It is no more. Get rid of the Dirk jersey. I know Luka wore it, but like get rid of it and just we got to go with the hardwood classics. You just got to run those. You have the green one, the white one, and the blue one, and you just run that, and it's significantly better already.
Yeah, Dirk has arguably like the best title in the past 20 years. So you got to put some respect on this jersey's name because he was wearing this when he did it. I think it's so ugly. Like it's like I don't understand like the shoulder. It's like almost you got like shoulder straps with the darker blue on the sides. Like I don't.
And then the armpit goes down a little bit long for whatever reason.
Yeah, and then again, like the V. This is like a pronounced V-neck too. Like they really.
It's the Lakers Kobe.
Yeah, they really wanted to make sure we knew that they were hanging some V. I don't know. I think this might be as much as I like their court. I love their court a lot. I love the Dirk silhouette. I like the skyline.
Skyline's good.
Skyline's good, but the jersey for me just doesn't do it. So yeah, I gave it a 6.5, which again, not terrible, but not a huge fan of it.
You have 5 down written here, you know?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the Cavs. Yep, 5. Okay. That is correct.
And then I gave it a 2.1 on the jerseys. So
yeah,
as everyone can see, very objective with this. I had it at a 4.32 total.
Yep, and I had a 5.5, making it a 4.91, which is the last team in the 4s.
Okay, yeah. I feel much better now that I've gotten a lot of that off my chest. Next team, 24, the Golden State Warriors. What are we doing with the team name?
This is probably going to surprise people, but we'll get to no mascots. So again, it's like you're going to get docked pretty seriously.
Yeah. What are we doing with the team name though? Warriors. Like, what is this, high school across the country? Bobcats, Bulldogs, Warriors, Tigers. Like that's the most generic high school team name you could have. One of the top. It's on the Mount Rushmore of generic team names on like NCAA 2007 when you're creating your high school.
We're on opposite ends of this. I 1000% understand what you're talking about.
I didn't score it terribly though.
No, you didn't. I like some generic names are nice. I don't know what it is about them. Warriors is okay. We'll get to the Hornets. I think Hornets is actually a solid generic name for Charlotte. Okay. But the Warriors, yeah, you gave it a 4.9 for the name. I gave it a 5.
Right there.
I think it probably deserves more respect just because in their heyday, going into that arena and knowing you're going to lose by 30 and hearing Warriors, and just like if you're an opposing fan, you got to hear that nonsense while you're getting absolutely destroyed after 3 quarters. Has to suck. So there's probably some maybe like residual like bad feelings we both have of just like hearing that chant for like 6 years straight.
You know what the problem is now is that Mike Vrabel's doing that for the Patriots. Like that's their battle cry.
Well, he's like Patriots.
No, Warriors.
Oh, he's just
like,
saying Warriors.
It's from a movie. I don't remember what movie, but they watched that movie and they rallied behind it this year. And like every locker room speech, and like Matt Collins was coming in with the movie scene where he's clinking like the beer bottles on his hands and he's just saying Warriors. Like that's from a movie. Oh. So like that part's cool. Yeah, sure. They've also been an organization since 1946. In Philadelphia. Like Philadelphia Warriors makes a little bit more sense to me because like they were part of the Revolutionary War and like we can call them Warriors there. Sure. But when you move to San Francisco where they didn't even know that existed at that point, like it feels like, I mean, they definitely knew it existed at that point, but it's like, I don't know if it has any significance to me, but it's still like a decent, Golden State Warriors works. Like that's a good name. GSW. Gunshot wounds, 4.95. Like I thought it's fine. The logo, it's another circle, dude. Like the Golden Gate Bridge does it for me. Like that works. I'm glad you added that in. It's a 5.5 for me, but otherwise it's just another circle.
Yeah, I gave it a 4. Maybe I'm just a hater. I don't know. The bridge is cool.
That's the only cool part, and that's why it went above a 5 for me.
I think it went below 5 for me because again, if you're called the Golden State Warriors and there's no warrior in your logo.
That is a problem. I should have docked it for that.
Again, no through line. No through line. Doesn't make any sense. Are we the Golden State Bridges or are we the Golden State Warriors? Like I don't know. Which one are we?
A lot of bad things happen on that bridge too. People don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, well, I don't get into that.
Mascot. They don't have a mascot, so you give it a 0. They previously did. They previously did have a mascot, and that's what I was going off of. Pretty good mascot, 6.6. But you gave it away, so it could have been a 7.6. But yeah, you don't have the mascot anymore. It was kind of like a Power Ranger with like some lightning bolts on his head. Thought it was cool.
Yeah, I think you can't give it a 6.6 if it doesn't exist anymore. Like you're gonna give it that much, like it doesn't even exist.
You want to redo the calculation here? You want me to
not to redo it? I'm just saying they're already low enough, probably. But
they might be below my Mavericks though if I knock them.
They would be below your Mavericks, but to not even have a mascot, that's the thing. It's like
all right, asterisks on this score, but they're still on the bottom six.
Should be maybe a little bit lower. I just think if you don't have one. Sorry, like as cool as it could have been last year. You could have had the coolest mascot of all time last year. If you don't have one this year, you're ruining your own product. That's not, it's your fault.
Right. Hand up. That's on me. Court. It's just like I can't grade a court, I think is what my problem is. It's like every course is fucking same. It's a 5.1 for me.
I gave this one a 7.5. I like this court. I think it's hard.
I can't do man.
A yellow and make it look good when there's this much yellow / gold, whatever you want to phrase it. It's a goldish yellowy hue. Sure, but to have that much and for it to still look good, I think is challenging. So congrats to them.
Yeah.
I like the Jerry West they added on the top and remembrance. RIP.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it just looks good aesthetically. It might be a little too high because again, it's maybe it's too much yellow now that I'm looking at it. But yeah, I think again, it also brings back memories of just like really good basketball. So maybe that's why I put it so high, where it's just like I liked watching that team play to the standard that few teams have ever reached before, and most of it was on that court. So that probably factored into it.
Okay. Jerseys.
Jerseys.
They're fine.
Yeah.
And they haven't really changed them since like the new era of the Golden State Warriors, which kind of coincided with Steph Curry starting to ascend. Like you've kept them for over 12 years now, probably. And yeah, they're fine. They were really good, I think, back then, and now they're just fine. So I gave it a 6.4.
Yeah, we have 6.5. We're right there. I like their alternates whenever they do the town. I think it's like they have this tree
the
logo.
Tree thing's cool.
I think that's really cool.
You like the cream ones with like the burgundy piping? Like those were pretty solid.
Yeah, occasionally they'll have like a black version of it too, a black and gold.
The black version's cool. Yeah.
But yeah, the burgundy one also really nice. If they do rebrand, do that. Just literally you already have it. Yeah.
Yeah, Warriors turn into trees. Just make up a story. When they die in battle, they turn into a tree.
Yeah, sure.
You just got to make up a story, and then it works.
No, that's easy. You just did it.
Yeah. Hit my line. Golden State. 5.7 total for me. 4.6 for you. 5.15. Good for the 24th spot in the NBA aesthetic rankings.
One of the few teams that I had ranked lower than you.
And it's only because I didn't give it a 0 for the mascot.
Probably, yeah.
I think otherwise we would have been pretty close. I think you would have ranked it a little bit higher because of the court.
The court, yeah.
That's the only thing.
Our next two teams tied. They are the Warriors are a 5.15. These two teams are going to be a 5.18.
Yeah.
They are the Kings and the Pacers. And me and Stone talked about this before the pod. What's the tiebreaker? This is the tiebreaker. One team traded away Halliburton and one team traded for Halliburton. So guess who wins? The Pacers.
Yep. So 23rd, Kings. Number 5 on the Mount Rushmore of generic team names, the Kings. Good too.
You hate it.
Well, the problem is like when you have the same team name as like a bunch of other teams that have already existed before you, like the Los Angeles Kings were before the Sacramento Kings, but I get the Kings didn't exist. They weren't like the Kansas City Kings. That was the Royals, right?
The Royals. Yep.
Yeah. The LA Kings existed before you. Ripping another team name is silly to me. You get it too.
You're right. No originality. I gave it a 5. I'm just too nice. It's
Sounds
there's
good.
some royalty in it. They have the purple with it. I do like. I can start to see the building blocks of. All right, we have this name, we have this logo, we have this mascot. Like it makes sense when you start to put it all together.
Yeah. Logo, the new one where it's half a basketball, Sacramento Kings, and then a crown. Like, good effort. I appreciate where we're going. However, the Los Angeles Kings have just a crown, and it rules, dude. Like, it's an awesome logo, and you just didn't you had that logo already in the early 2000s. You already had that logo in the docket, and now we have this new generic looking 2020s version of a crown and a basketball. 1.5 is what you get for the logo there, pal.
You hate the Kings. You had a 2 for the name and a 1.5 for the logo. I gave it a 6.5. Hey, it's half a basketball, not a full basketball, so there's some bonus points for you.
Sure.
I like the crown. I think it looks nice. I like the little jagged edges. I like the Sacramento white against the purple crown. I like the purple Kings against the white line in between the crown and the basketball. It's a logo that I see that does not. It's if I was a fan of the Kings, I wouldn't mind having this as like our team logo. Like it's okay.
I went really harsh on the logo because of the Great Crown logo that you already had 1 and 2 that the Kings use. So like, if you're just gonna have to steal the team name, you might as well steal the logo too. You just rip it, dude. Bonus points for the purple though, so you could have been a 1. It's good. Mascot Slamson the Lion, hell of a mascot. The problem is the eyes.
The eyes for you.
It's like a weird forehead, like the bone right above your eyes, the orbital bone, and the eye. Like there's something off about it. They got minus points for that, but still a 6.2.
Yeah, what I give him an 8. I'm pretty sure.
You give him an 8. Yeah.
The name itself, Slamson.
Yeah, I didn't know the name. That's a hand up. This should have been a 7 too, and it's a 6 too. Sorry.
Yeah, Slamson's cool. A lion and Kings, like royalty, like that all mixes together. That makes sense.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
except for the eyes. The eyes threw me off so hard. I had to give minus points there.
I'm looking at a picture right now. They're a little scary.
It's weird. Like there's something off. That's all it really is. The court. How are we so give me your reasoning? I need to hear your reasoning before I shit on this thing again.
Okay, the court. This is actually what I'm glad we're bringing this up. The court for this one, I gave it an 8.5, which is pretty high. You would be like, why did you give this so high? Here's why it's so high. I like black, I like purple. This is something that I think more teams should do, just to add some kind of extra pizzazz to their court, where the Kings, right below the foul line, is black. With the circle dotted line, and then the rest of the paint is purple.
It's a gradient.
And I feel like most other teams are like, all right, this is all just one color, just all purple, all black, all blue, all red, whatever. I like this kind of different variation where they
like the gradient.
Yes, it's different. They're trying. There's effort. I appreciate it. I will say, I have been to this arena, and when I went, they had the court was. When it was just the logo of the lion playing basketball, that logo, that should be permanent. That should be the permanent court. I don't know why they only do that for like their city edition. That's an amazing secondary logo that you should just use way more often.
All right. So I'm going to go hand up on this.
Okay.
I was looking at a different court yesterday when I pulled it up.
Oh, fair.
I just pulled this court up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go 8.5, but I'd get in the 7s. Sure. That's a good court.
It is a good court.
It's a good court, but I put as much effort into looking at the court as they did and putting into the team name for the Sacramento Kings. So
it evens out.
Yeah, I think we're there. So I gave it a 3.1 because I wasn't looking at the right court. Hand up. Yeah. Sorry, guys. You understand where I'm at now. I went low on the lion. The eyes were throwing me off. And I went low on the court because I didn't put the effort in, just like when they chose the team name. Sorry.
Totally fair.
Jerseys. You had really good ones in the early 2000s. That Chris Webber era. Like, that's what I think about when I think about the Kings. So I had to go minus point because that's what I think about. And while you're getting closer and you have some great alternates, your home and away ones are just they don't do enough for me. So it's a 4.5.
I like, again, like, I like the purple. I like black. They do have, it's like kind of a circle, kind of a V-neck. They're kind of really riding that line.
Yeah.
So I gave it like a 6.5.
6.5, yeah.
So, it's okay. I like the purple trim on the sides. I like the crown above the eye. It does enough to where it's just like basically like the line of mediocre, or a little bit above that, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I don't hate it.
Yeah,
you give it a 6.9 overall. You were much higher on them, and hand up. That's because I didn't look at the right court. Like, this would have been better on my end. It's a 3.46. That's not good. Sorry, Kings fans. For a total of 5.18.
So just think they would have been ahead of the Pacers. They wouldn't have been tied if you would have properly. Ah, gosh, poor Kings.
Yeah, but this is their fault. So we'll go to the Pacers immediately because they have the same exact score at 5.18, at 22 because they won the Halliburton trade naturally. Pacers. I like the team name.
Please explain, because you have it very high and I have it very low.
7.6 ties into the city. Indianapolis 500. There's a Pacer to start the race. You have the safety car, or the Pacer car, obviously, to start it off. I thought the team name is good. However, everything else about the team has nothing to do with that. And that's the problem with the Pacers. So good team name. It just fits. Indianapolis 500. That's really all it is. And I'm in on that, 7.6. Yeah, you put effort into that one, I think, is that why it's went high.
Yeah, I gave it a 4. Hearing your reasoning should be higher. I do like how it resonates with the Indy 5.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because their slogan was "Yes, sirs." That's so really good, I hate it.
It's so good though.
So that might be also why I ranked it a little lower than it should be. But I hate that. It's like reminds me of when Memphis did the Memphis for their playoff run a few years ago. Like, "Yes, sirs" just sounds. It's too corny.
Do you hate it because that's something that me and Jackson would have come up with at Birmingham Southern at some point during that year?
1,000%. 1,000%.
Shout out to Jackson.
Biggest eye roll there could ever be.
100%. That makes more sense. Indiana Pacers logo. Another circle with Indiana Pacers and the P. This is where you lose me because you have the good name. You have the correct, like, can we go with a race car here? Can we just have the Indy car? If we're going to go Pacers, we might as well go there. Or a horse, because I think there's horse Pacers as well. I don't know if Indiana's a big horse country. Not familiar, but I know that they have for the Indy 500. So, like, you could have went car. You went with a P and a basketball for that 2.2.
Yeah, I gave it a 3. Same page. Another basketball with one letter with Indiana Pacers around it in a circle.
Yeah.
Horse would have been cool. Like if you think of like an old Pistons logo, right? Like that would have been something sick. I also, I don't know if they ever had it as their main logo, but the hand or the arm holding the basketball, like with the P, like that was a cool throwback. I don't know why something happened in the 2010. I don't know. These are
something about 2015 on. Everyone's just like, hey, we got to go to the circle logo. It's easy.
So generic. Yeah.
So stupid. Mascot, Boomer. He's like a blue panther, I think. Yeah. Some kind of big cat. I liked it. It's a good mascot. Again, does not fit anything, but good mascot. You got dock points because it has no meaning towards the team at all. 5.5 for me because it's still a cool mascot. Like if it had any sort of meaning towards the team, be higher, but 5.5.
Right. This goes back. I'm a 3. This goes back to my whole 3 line. You're called the Pacers. Your logo has nothing to do with the Pacer, and your mascot's a Blue Panther. None of it makes any sense.
Cool mascot though.
It is a cool mascot. He's got cool little whiskers.
Sure, yeah. The
I like
whiskers are a nice touch.
The whiskers are a very nice touch because they could have just like had just the snout and that was
Really
it.
could have half-assed it, yeah.
But it's nice. Yeah, he's got nice little fun little curly fluffy little neon yellow hair. He's fun.
Means absolutely nothing to the team.
Boomer's a fun name, I guess. I don't know what that has to do with pacing. I don't know. It's a 3. I did grade these guys a lot. I like their court and their jerseys a lot more than whatever their name and logo is going on.
Court's good. Like you said about the Warriors with the yellow, I didn't think that about the Warriors as much as I thought that about the Pacers. So that's why I went 6 on the court. But same kind of thing is like you did well with the yellow. You got bonus points for that because yellow is a tough color to make sure it looks good if you don't have the purple to go with it necessarily.
It is. And also when they do the blue, it's fine. What I like about this court though is their secondary logo is just the outline of the state and then the star where the city is. So I think that's like a nice touch. I think obviously not every state, I guess, looks aesthetically pleasing, but Indiana does. This one looks good. I like how they have it and then how they use it on the court. Their city edition though, that's the one I was talking about where they have the hand holding the basketball with the P. It looks really nice. I really wish they would just have that because it looks really, really good. And the blue is a nicer shade of it's a lighter shade of blue.
Yeah, the lighter blue's nice. That jersey's nice. I don't know what we did. How could we go wrong here? How did we mess this up, guys?
Yeah.
Starting with the team name and the logo. You want to be the Indiana Peas? Or do we want to be the Pacers?
Yeah.
Jerseys. I gave it a 5.5 because you had it perfect in the 90s. The Reggie Miller Pacers, the pinstripes on every color, or even the one for the city edition, that type of jersey with the navy blue and the yellow and the white. It was perfect. You didn't have to do anything. You just didn't have to. And it's a 5.5 because of that. You didn't have to do anything. I think the jerseys are still pretty good. I like the sides. I like the piping on the sides of the jersey. But it was so perfect before that there was no need to change. 5.5.
It was perfect. I think we're on the same page where I am an absolute sucker for pinstripes. I love a pinstripe. I don't know what it is. It looks really good. And you're right. With the Reggie ones, they were clean. They were super clean. And now, you like you said, the siding's okay with the stripes. It's not just, here's a yellow line down the side or a blue line down the side. So they're still trying to do something with it.
Trying, man. They're trying.
I do like the Indiana and the Pacers in a basketball in a circle like that. This is where it actually makes sense to have something like that, on the front of the jersey.
Yeah.
But
it's just the Warriors again.
Yeah, but they had it perfectly, and they decided maybe they had to rebrand because of the melee. What jerseys were they wearing during that? Were they wearing the stripes?
I think let's look up Malice at the Palace.
Yeah,
Malice at the Palace.
Maybe Ron Artest ruined this for us.
I regret to inform everyone that Ron Artest fucked this.
Were they wearing them?
It's the navy pinstripes.
Yep, they had to rebrand. They really probably did.
Yeah, they had to. Okay, understandable. However, you still had it perfect. Well, even if you just went with the new colors, with the new city editions that you had, and you just ran those as your homes and your aways, fire. Yeah. 5.36 for me, so a little bit higher than you on this one. You had a 5 for your total average for a 5.18. Obviously, they were tied with the Kings. They win the Halliburton trade. They win this trade as well.
They do.
At 22. Next team, 21.
Similar color scheme.
Yeah, Denver Nuggets. Good team name. It fits. Denver Nuggets, the golden Nuggets that you would find in the Gold Rush back in the day when they were migrating west. 8.3. Good.
Yeah, I had a 7. Probably maybe a little low for me, but Nuggets does fit perfectly for this city. Yep. I don't know. I wish it was just something I don't know, X-Men, like could it
Well,
like
yeah,
could it be
because
a
you got to think
little
about the
bit
other teams there. You got the Broncos, the Denver Broncos. Like you get a Bronco
good?
running
Yeah,
through the
fits.
mountains and everything. That's sick. You
Yeah.
got the Colorado Avalanche in Denver for the hockey team.
Amazing.
Very
I have friends who are Avs fans.
fuck them,
Jealous.
by the way.
You picked a great team with a great name.
I hate the Avalanche. And then you got the Nuggets, and you're just like, and then the Colorado Rockies, like
That's what I'm saying.
perfect.
They're last.
Like,
They're
you
last
don't
in
have
the
to do
pecking
anything.
order for Denver teams.
And it's still a perfect name for them.
It
That's
is.
the issue. Is like they didn't go with the cool names beforehand.
Yeah.
So you gave it a 7. I gave it 8.3. Not bad. We're pretty high up there. The logo's where you lose me. Because there's the pickaxes, you know, and there's a
Sure.
basketball. Of course, there's a basketball and a circle logo. Once again, welcome back. And the Denver Nuggets, 2.4. It's a
We're
2.4.
finding it. There's a theme in this. There's a theme going on.
Fuck whoever decided that was like the way to go with logos. Is just a perfectly symmetrical circle
I
with
know.
the basic ass design with the team name and the city in it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. 2.4.
Yeah, I gave it a 3. It's pickaxe. Here's the thing: if you just took off the circle, and you have just the pickaxes with like the mountain above or whatever, it's supposed to be a nugget, a mountain, whatever.
And instead of the basketball, you make it a golden nugget.
Yeah, then we're running. We're at least in the 6s and the 7s at that point.
We're fucking somewhere.
Yeah.
God. And when you go from like the mellow Denver logo with the mountains in the background and the baby blue and everything, that's where you've lost me.
Yeah, dude, the rainbow. Oh my God, those were so nice.
And we got to stop putting 5280 on everything in Denver.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it when we get to the court. Trust me.
We just have to. Mascot Rocky. He's another. Is he a panther? He's a mountain lion, right?
Yeah, I think he's just a big cat.
Yeah, he's a mountain lion because that's what they have out there. I've seen one in Colorado. Pretty cool. Fits the scenery. Like you're in Denver. If you just go an hour outside of Denver, you're going to see a mountain lion more than likely if you just start driving in the mountains. So it's good. It works. Like I'd rather you have a mountain lion than a guy that's like an old man in overalls digging with a pickaxe, you know, digging for gold. So for that, you get plus points, 7.1.
Yeah, 7.1 for you, 7 for me. Yeah, Rocky, funny, Rock, Nuggets, Denver. Yeah, good, like it. He's always wearing I feel like a windbreaker throwback onesie, which again, style points for sure. You dress nice, you know, then you get some more points. Yeah, no, he's a great tail too, little zigzag on him.
Yeah.
This is, I feel like Rocky is one of the first mascots we've gotten to that is, I think, semi-recognizable, where you see him, you're like, oh, that's the Denver mascot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a few on this list. Court, 3. Not even going to put any effort into it. Again, I'm over it. You had the perfect logo. You had the mountains. You had it all. And now you don't. So 3.
Yeah, a 5. Also pretty low for me. You're right. It's just like where's the rainbow? Where's the skyline? How many times they have 5280 next to the foul line? I don't care anymore. Like it's such a random number.
We know you're at altitude. We know.
I know
you're in Denver.
Trust me, the broadcast talks about it as soon as they can. They say, and we're in Denver, where the altitude is blah blah. Like we get it. We already know.
We're in the Mile High City.
From the first 5 seconds of the program, we know you're in Denver. We don't need to see the 5280 anymore. We get it.
Bad jerseys. Again, the mellow era jersey is the most recognizable Denver jersey of all time. The baby blue silks.
Yeah, the baby blue. Baby blue was with the mountain peak too, the frosty top.
I had the Mellow 2s, the Jordans.
Oh yeah,
they were hand-me-downs from a kid that outgrew them that I played basketball with in like 6th grade, I think. Mm-hmm. He's like, hey, you need some basketball shoes? You don't have any? I was like, yeah, I'd love some basketball shoes. He gave me fucking Mellow 2s, like the baby blue and the gray ones, like sick.
Trade.
Didn't even have to trade anything. He just gave them to me. He was like, hand-me-downs.
Is awesome. That when your sneaker head fandom started?
It might have. I went T-Max the next year when Dad actually bought me some basketball shoes for 7th grade because I was I was on the JV team in 7th grade. Not a big deal. I went to a little small Christian school that didn't have a JV team, so our 7th grade team was a JV team. But Yeah, other than that, I think that might have been where it started. It's like, this is pretty cool. Jersey, though, you don't have the mellow silk. Like, I know we're not going to have the silk jerseys anymore, but like, if you still had that jersey and the new fabric and everything, still great. 3.7.
Yeah. 5.5 again, low for me. I don't know why you go from that color scheme to a darker, like what was the reasoning, I wonder, behind the darker blue? I don't really know.
The circle logo, probably.
They had to just match that, I guess.
I don't know,
probably.
Man. It's like, what's the
bring
point?
the rainbows back? I know they do it sometimes. Do it all the time.
Yeah, like all the time. If you're at home with me, just look up the Dikembe Mutombo Nuggets jersey real quick. Just take a gander and look at those rainbow with the mountains.
I know, man.
You had it so good, and then you changed it to those baby blues, and it was still really good.
It was.
Like, I couldn't be too mad about that, from going from a perfect jersey to another perfect jersey. And then we fucked it hard.
Hot take: Jokic would sell more jerseys if they actually had a good jersey.
Yes, 100%. 4.9 total for me, 5.5 for you. So for a 5.2 overall total, and they're the number 21 seed. I think we're going to halt this at 10 teams. We're going to do 3 parts on this since we're running along. It's already at an hour 15. This has been very fun. We're enjoying it thoroughly. But yeah, we're going to make this into 3 parts. So we're going to be recording over the next few days, and then we'll have them come out every once in a while, probably every Thursday, every other Thursday, maybe. We'll see what's going on. Yeah. Last team. Do we call it the last, or do we stop there? Is it 30 through 21? Is that 10 teams?
Technically 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. That is 10 teams.
All right, that's 10 teams. So I think we call it there.
Sure.
This is a blast. I'm a big fan of this. This is going to be like
I know you like it. I know you like it.
This is, if we run out of shit to talk about in the offseason, this is what we'll be doing.
Oh, for sure.
Once we get to the summertime. But yeah, that's the first 10. We'll make this into 3 episodes. NBA aesthetic rankings. We're through 21 now. And for those listening or keeping up at home, we have the Nets at 30, 3.06. The 2019, the Wizards at 3.8 for 29 seed. The Cavs were the 28th at 4.15. OKC Thunder at 27 with 4.17. 26 is the Clippers at 4.39. The Mavericks are the 25th team at 4.91. 24 is the Warriors at 5.15. 23 and 22 are both 5.18, Kings and Pacers, but the Pacers won the Halliburton trade, so they get the 22 spot. 21 is the Nuggets at 5.2. So we're into the 5s. We're getting more comfortable. We're going to get into some really good teams here. And the middle of the pack is still not bad. Not a bad place to be.
Oh, no. There's some really, and again, like some surprising teams that you would think would be in the top 10 that will be in the middle pack.
Yeah. So this has been really fun. If you're at home and you want to play along with us, send your rankings into the comments for the top 9 for the teams that we put in there. Rank it by the team names, logos, mascot, court, and jerseys. Give your average total score and send it our way on social media. At Apollo NBA on Twitter, or Apollo NBA Show on Instagram or TikTok. We're also on YouTube at the Apollo NBA Show. We love you guys, and we're gonna be back with more of these. This is fun. We're gonna have to do some quicker rankings. Maybe if we don't do this, maybe we do Sporkle on 1 episode a week, and then we do a ranking at the end of every other episode, and it's like a top 3 or a top 5 from everybody, so we can kind of run through it quick. Instead of 5 categories for a ranking, we're gonna have to find a singular category and kind of run it through that. But maybe we'll do more rankings. Maybe we'll do more Sporkles. Who's to say? Yeah. I don't know. Good idea by Drew B here. We'll make this into 3 parts, so tune into Apollo NBA Show on our YouTube to look for part 2 of this episode. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be back very, very soon with another episode of the Apollo NBA Show.